problems at the Ribco Animal Shelter. The deeper she digs, the messier it gets, so it's appropriate tonight that she joins us because she's got fireworks. All right, Mary joins us, and much has happened since our last chat, including the fact that you're persona non grata. You're not allowed to go anymore.
I'm not allowed to go anymore. So they have officially banned me from the meeting on Monday and all future meetings. So about 2 hours before the meeting, I got the phone call saying, you are uninvited, you're not allowed to attend. And this came as such a surprise to me because 2 weeks ago, when I interviewed Manny Perez, he said, I'm all about transparency. I want you to know exactly what this progress is looking like. And then, boom, I get this phone call saying, you can't come into these meetings anymore.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to chuckle. I really don't. I'm sorry. I know you're working really hard on this.
It's honestly too much.
But it's like you're banned from the meetings now because of your reporting?
Yeah, and I'm reporting what I'm witnessing. I'm reporting what others are saying in the meetings. But he doesn't like it because it doesn't bode well for him, right?
Well, it doesn't fit the agenda.
Exactly.
It doesn't follow the party line.
Let's talk about the agenda.
Okay.
So this agenda, this was the agenda after 3 meetings. There's maybe a couple words on here. There's no actual tasks being done. So don't mistake motion for action, right? So this is motion, right? And we're clear about that. This is motion. They're also doing just a ton of damage control on this, but the facts are not accurate. For example, this press release that got sent out by Department of Animal Services, it says, we are dedicated to transparency, right?
That's
but yet
good news.
They're banning the media from the meetings to make progress on this exact topic. It also says we follow all laws, including all current mandates of the Hayden Act. And I have the Director of Animal Services on camera saying they don't follow the Hayden Act. They also say they have a 95% live release rate for dogs and a 97% live release rate for cats. Best Friends Animal Society just audited those numbers. They're showing 81% live release rate for dogs, 45% release rate for cats.
Oh, wow.
So the numbers are off. This is what I call lip service. This is, you know, spin damage control. So I'm just not buying what's coming out of their office, to be honest with you. Also, too, you know, we've been talking about this data being inaccurate.
Right.
And the PIO of the Animal Services Department, in the meeting on Monday, literally told David Kirk, who you're familiar with, he's been...
We talked to him.
Yeah, you spoke with him.
Right.
He's been mulling over this data for a decade. He knows it so well. He said their revised audit isn't even accurate. And the PIO told him, I don't want to deal with you anymore, David.
So he's out now?
Literally told him, I don't want to deal with you anymore. So, exactly. So they don't want anybody calling them out on what's going on over there. Even the national consultants are saying, we've got some answers for you. We can tell you how to accomplish this goal. We can get you to a 90% safe rate. And they're saying, no, thank you. So now Best Friends Animal Society has said, look, we've tried everything. We've gone to Board of Supervisors meetings. We've tried meeting with them one-on-one, which they have met with Perez one-on-one, although Perez told me that he didn't really know much about the topic. I found out they, in fact, met with him in January in a very lengthy meeting detailing the problem and solutions. But now Best Friends is at a point where they're saying, okay, we do this for shelters across the nation. Yet you are not allowing us to help you. Why? So they're holding an event for the public because it really is the public who are paying these astronomical salaries to the director, almost $300,000. They've got a $39 million budget. I mean, this is big money. They are saying the voices of the people now need to be heard. So on July 27th, they're holding an event where the public can come out, write letters to their officials, and really talk about how to solve this problem.
You know what? You say write letters to your officials. Who would you write letters to here in the Coachella Valley when it comes to the supervisors and Manny Perez? Because I got to be honest with you. I mean, you've reported this. You've been all over it. You have things nobody's even considered possible. And you're right on all of them because you've researched them and double-sourced them. Something stinks here. Something stinks. I mean, let's just be honest. Something really stinks. There's something going on that no one there wants anyone to know because there is no transparency. The story changes every 15 minutes. It goes as the wind blows, and then it reverts back to what it was. You've been banned from meetings now because you know too much. David Kirk, who knows too much, they won't talk to him anymore. I just want to know how long they believe they can work in this silo, in this cone of silence, before someone finally breaks through.
Well, absolutely. And let me add another thing to that. So the director of animal services, Aaron Geddes, is married to Chief Deputy Counsel for Riverside County, whose name is also Aaron Geddes, but it's spelled A-A-R-O-N.
Aaron Geddes is married to Aaron Geddes?
Aaron Geddes is married to Aaron Geddes. So there have been several records requests that have been made for euthanasia records, for Aaron's calendar, for a myriad of things, and they're all being denied by attorney Aaron Geddes's office, including one former lawyer reached out to make a records request asking if there's anything on file regarding any disputes or any comments about Aaron Geddes's job, and they said nothing on file. We have nothing on file to say that she's been doing a bad job, which is not accurate because there are several people that have sent me letters that they've sent to Riverside County. So they're trying to deny data getting out to the public that's going to make them look bad. And when you've got the director married to the chief deputy attorney, I mean, that is just... It's hard to get past the gates. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's hard to get past the gates when they're both named Aaron. I mean, that'd be like your husband's name Mary.
And that would be a bad situation, yes.
You know, it's tough to get past the gate. I have to tell you, for whatever reason, they're working and they're keeping everything inside. You want to know something? There's a reason you hide things.
Absolutely.
I don't know what that reason is, but there's a reason you don't want people to know things. There's a reason that you're not being transparent. And it's probably a lot deeper. I don't know what it is. A lot deeper than what it seems.
Absolutely.
Because this is an issue that can be addressed and corrected pretty quickly if somebody wanted to. But because they don't, because you keep playing these games and the run around, and I gotta be honest with you, I saw him do a story on the other station in town, and it was like softballs lobbed up and just knocked out of the park.
Well, and they do it to me every time I meet with them. They say, oh, well, here's the information. I look at the information, and it doesn't cross-check with the other information that I'm receiving. So, yeah, I could take the softball and say, hey, great job, you're holding these meetings. But my question is, are you getting anything done? Again, don't mistake motion for action. I'm seeing motion. I'm seeing a press release. I'm seeing an agenda.
Yep.
What's being done? Clearly, Best Friends Animal Society and the national consultant, Kristen Hassan, has outlined a full plan to solve this issue, to get Riverside County to a 90% save rate. And they're saying, no, thank you. They know what the answers are. You either don't know or you don't care, right? Clearly they know, and now they're proving they don't care.
And again, it comes down to what is the reason they don't care.
Exactly, and I think that's why we have to dig a little bit deeper to figure that out.
Okay, well, you're explosive on the 4th of July.
I really am. Indeed.
Have a great 4th, Mary.
Thanks, you too, Fred.